Signia is a recently listed Cape Town-based asset manager with a focus on low-cost index tracking portfolios.
I guess that's really what it's all about, because different strokes, different folks, but at the end of the day, if you as the customer have got a low fee base, that's where you're going to get outperformance.
Market cap, 1.5 billion rand, a PE of 19, dividend yield 4.7%. The force behind this, Nick, is Magda Vestact.
Is that how you pronounce the surname? Goodness, I've struggled.
It's a good attempt. Previously, African Harvest, you go all the way back to that time. But Magda certainly has ignited the asset management industry.
She's got an incredibly good name in the business, and she's done wonders for Signia thus far. And she is on trend, like you mentioned. You know, I think offshore the road has definitely been to your more passive ETF investment, and with the recent purchase of the DBX trackers, which is a very, very interesting buy for the company, which will really, I think, elevate it to new heights. I mean, having a big rights issue at about 9 Rand a share to cover the cost of that will really give it some critical mass. I mean, that is one of the biggest ETF counters in South Africa. You've got the Satrix, the new funds, and now the old Deutsche Bank trackers, which will be renamed as well into something I think it's going to be called iTrix. Yeah, essentially. They'll also launch new ones as well, but really jumping on that bandwagon. Companies spent a lot of money with regards to marketing, employing many more people. Obviously, the revenue hasn't fed through yet because generally they are still an asset management business, so they also rely on your active, assets under management, the fees they charge on that. But I think Magda is having a look at the longer-term picture here and saying, we're going to spend money now when times are a little bit tough, really increase our profile, introduce new products to the business, introduce a whole new marketing scheme to things, and really benefit from that going forward once the markets do turn.
I would really bet the right way on this one, given Magda's track record, and as we said, she's on trend with this whole move to passive investing.
So they're in the retail game. You can go direct to them with their skeleton fund or something. Skeleton because it's got low costs. That's the idea of it.
Which you like.
Then they're in institutional as well. So you remember how that works. It's asset advisors, actuaries advising, say, a pension fund within a medium-sized company. They would place the money with Signia or with Signia funds, and instead of going to high-end, very expensive asset managers in the past, they're now saying, okay, we want to put in an index tracker. It's complicated though, because in South Africa you can't just follow the All 40 like it's a well-balanced index. It's not. So there's some complications, but I think you're right. She's come on at a time when the market was ready for this concept. Equity raising, I got a feeling they might have raised more money if the share price hadn't been weak. Because look at the share price. It's only been on the market since the end of 2016, but it went from 23, 24, and it's kind of dribbling around, 10 rands a share. So it's not been happy in recent times.
I feel I might get off the desk and go and buy some of these once we've finished with our conversation today.
Just remember the nature of the business. It makes money when the market and the environment is easy, but it does have that added volatility of tough times and
But remember what
margins.
Lance Williams was saying yesterday, and I don't know if you're going to concur with his views, but he was actually quite excited about the potential for the South African market to unleash itself, in that it is going to suddenly recover.
Sounds like a very optimistic guy.
You don't share his optimism?
No,
Nick?
I'm a realist and an optimist, but I mean in the sense that times are tough now, and there's really nothing that's indicating to us as asset managers for our clients' money that there's going to be any major spurt of improvement anytime soon. We are personally definitely pushing the offshore portfolios because we just feel that there's better opportunity and better growth there. I'm not saying that Signia is not going to find it difficult yet. They certainly are, but through introducing these passive management systems, they might do incredibly well.
Because remember what the DBX trackers are that they've bought is that they are an offshore product priced in rands which track global markets. So that's one of the reasons why it's a good opportunity for them to flog those locally.
Can we call it hot or not?
Well, you can ask me first.
Yeah,
you go first.
You always ask me first, and
You
then
go
Paul's like,
first.
nah, I don't agree with Nick. I will wait for the rights issue to go through. I will wait for some improvement in earnings, because earnings aren't exactly flying through the roof because costs have gone up. Once I start seeing that, I would be hot on the stock, but at the moment I'm neutral.
You can't be neutral.
But I can't be, so I'm
You're
going to
not
go
an
hot.
economist. I can't give you a neutral stance
My
here.
free pass.
I will go hot on Signia.
You're going hot,
Yeah.
right?
I'm going to go not hot because I think
You see that?
He's-
He
he
just goes
disagrees with
opposite to
me,
you.
yeah.
That's all he wants to do.
His reasons were excellent.
So you're now not hot.
Not hot. Because of all the things. I think we can wait, we can see how the market does and the costs associated
I'm interested.
with the listing. and so on and
It's
so
just-
forth.
No,
Yeah.
exactly. And for the record, Magda, I'm also hot.